So this week for week 2, we are filling in everything in this blue box for week 2. So first you have to fill in the rising action. So this is going to be all of the main events that create complications or suspense for your reader leading up to the climax. So you don't want to list every little thing that's going to happen, but you do want to put them in order, your biggest, most important events that lead up to the climax. The climax up here is at the top because it should be, when the character is meeting the conflict head on. So it should be the most exciting or intense part of your story. So as a reminder, and I have changed a few things, my story is in the future, and I changed this to what used to be New York. So initially I had New York, I changed it to, it's almost going to be, like the world is completely different. So it's now pods, and they're gonna work together to maintain and conserve the Earth's remaining resources. And I took out the evil corporation because I completely changed my mind about what I want to be happening. So Remy's my main character. And Gwen is going to be the antagonist, so she's creating this conflict. She's going to steal, and I named it the Consciousness Displacement Machine. So she's going to switch bodies with Remy, steal the machine as Remy, and the blueprint, and she's going to destroy it. So that is her main goal, is to destroy this machine. So my first kind of thing that's going to happen down here is that in the beginning of my story, Gwen is going to be the new girl at Remy's STEM Academy. They're going to be in class, and they're working on new ways of purifying what is left of the water on Earth. And I chose this because I want it to be that, they're focused on trying to restore the Earth as much as they can. So even the students in school are working on that. So Remy is partnered up with Gwen to work on their project. She's going to go over to Remy's home pod, which is what they call their houses. And Remy's going to get a phone call, so she has to leave. And when she gets back, Gwen is nowhere to be seen. So this is setting up what is about to happen. So my next one is that she hears a noise in her dad's office. But when she goes to check it out, she's hit in the back of the head. She's going to wake up in a bed that she doesn't recognize, and she will soon realize that obviously she's not in her own body, so Gwen has switched with her, but also that she's been transported 10 years into the past. Okay, so this is really where the conflict down here takes place. She's been switched bodies, and she's also been transported into the past. So Remy finds an Eternitech badge for Gwen in the room. Now Eternitech is going to be where Remy's dad works. So it's kind of weird because Gwen apparently also used to work there 10 years ago. So Remy goes to her dad's work, and she knows that they have time machines there. So she's going to get there. She's going to try to get back to present day so that she can, figure out what's going on. Now my climax is going to be, so this is everything leading up to my climax. So, Gwen switched bodies with her. She transported 10 years in the past. She's going to have to figure out how to get to Eternitech and get a time machine. So in the climax of my story, Remy is going to be looking for the time machine in Eternitech when she hears yelling. So she's going to kind of sneak up, and she's going to overhear a fight between her dad and a coworker. So Eternitech in this moment, 10 years in the past, is beginning the work on the Consciousness Displacement Machine, which is the machine that Gwen has stolen. And Eternitech, she finds out from this argument that they're having, that the plan is to trap all of humanity into a simulation to save the planet. So basically they're going to extract everyone's consciousness and put it into a machine so that no one's living on the planet anymore, and thus the planet can be revived. Hopefully that's their plan. So Remy is shocked to find out that her father would have agreed to this, and that he would be working on this project, because it would mean the end of humanity as they know it. So if everyone is trapped in a simulation and this is against their will, they don't have any say in it, this company is just doing this because they're like, we have to do something. So she's shocked that her dad would agree to this. So knowing that he has done this, and, you know, she can't believe he would do that, is going to be the climax of my story. Okay, which will then lead into my falling action, which we will do next week. So again, make sure that you have your main events that are going to build suspense, what's going to happen, oh no, and then your climax. So when, you know, the big reveal, it's going to be when they are meeting this problem head on. So mine's a little weird because my problem is that she steals it, but I'm actually going to have Remy, you know, change her mind, and she's actually going to agree with Gwen that they shouldn't do that. All right.